let's talk about why it's usually the inefficiencies that scale way more than being efficient. So last year I was part of Arte, Andy Frisella, and Ed Milet's group for the year, and there's trainings in there. There's a whole mastermind, so you're connecting with people. And one of the big takeaways that when Andy was giving back end insights about his companies, Ed was giving back end insights about his companies, one thing that always came up is how they weren't looking to make the most efficient company. They're figuring out what inefficient things they could do that people resonated with that scaled. Because how often are you trying to scale something before you actually prove it, and then you end up making all these systems and processes that are super efficient, but then never actually ends up growing the growing the business? And I've done this myself, and it's just like, even a personal example is you'll see those videos online about super efficient desk setups, like having all the apps on your computer that makes you super efficient. And like, I'll do these things and I'll get the setup. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the setup, it's cool, but do I actually get more work done because of it? For the most time, no. Like, it's not that my output just goes up a ton after getting the cool setup or getting this app in play. And it's not because it's all these, because being efficient doesn't always lead to growth. And so where I see this in First Form, Andy's company, is you'll see at every order they get handwritten notes. And that's one thing that you always see those things posted on social media about that company, and it's one thing that is extremely inefficient. You'd think, oh, you don't want to be sending handwritten notes. How in the world can you scale that? And that's the challenge of the business. That's something that took Andy a long time to figure out. But what ends up happening is people share that. It actually feels like the company cares about them a little bit. And it's cool because I've got a number of things and I end up saving them. I've got them somewhere over there. I end up saving them. I don't really know why. It's not that it's something super deep or anything, but it is cool that they'll mention your previous orders or ask questions or just give little bits of insight. And it's just a cool little touchstone. Extremely inefficient, but that's what ends up scaling. So that's what is efficient at the end of the day. And so it's been a mindset shift over the last year or two to focus on these inefficiencies. And one way I've seen it pop up again is right now I'm learning more on how to run Google traffic. Like, I've learned Facebook quite a bit, but I haven't learned Google as well. And so right now I'm going through this coaching program called the Traffic Engine. So this is from the Modern Marketing System, and it's really just laying out how to run both Facebook and Google traffic. So I'm trying to learn Facebook better, but learn Google as well. And what it's actually doing is taking a lot of the automatic things Google has in place and stripping them away. And what it does is force you to actually learn why these metrics matter, where these metrics are coming from, and so you're actually going to get better results than if you were just to let everything run on autopilot and just kind of learn the high levels. Not that you couldn't do that, but it's a deeper level of learning that I'm picking up a whole lot faster than if I was just getting a surface level understanding and going off to the races. It's actually forcing me to like go in and understand every little piece of this, which sounds extremely inefficient, and because it is, like, it's taking me way more time to get a campaign up and running. But I know if I'm going for my second or third campaign, it's going to be a million times easier because I understand everything and I'll know how to adjust things. And so it's just switching that mindset of, if not focusing so much on efficiently learning everything, efficiently implementing everything, but like, where are those areas of inefficiencies that actually create a tremendous amount of value, and then how you can scale that. So is it writing a note like Andy? Is it stripping away some of the automations and really just hunkering in and seeing how something works, truly getting an understanding at that base level? Or is it in sales, finding a more personal way to reach out to somebody? It goes a long way. Even just taking your automatic messages and make them sound super automated, so then that way when you're sending personalized messages coming from you, and it's supposed to be something that they respond to, you're training somebody to respond to that because they know it's not some automatic message that just going out to everybody. It's a very different experience. It's inefficient, but if you figure out how to scale that, that's like the top level of just getting more and more. So what are your thoughts on that? How inefficient are you being? Can you scale those things? I know it's unpopular to say in this automation AI world that we're in, but it's kind of moving against all that because it seems like that's what people want more. But anyways, talk to you later.